Okay, ready. The insurance nightmare of working on expensive cars. How many of you have ever wondered what kind of insurance policy you have to carry if you're going to work on a car like a 300 SL or a 540K or, a quad cam AMG car? Things are really interesting when you start looking at the legal possibilities of this. And so recently there were a number of cars that we had considered working on. Some of them were more expensive than others, but the truth was that once you start getting to a cumulative value of $250,000 to $500,000 or more, you end up in this weird gray area where you start to consider the possibilities of something getting damaged, broken, wrecked, stolen on the premises and having to deal with a total replacement. So in the state of Florida, the onus of insuring the car is the onus or the responsibility of insuring the car is completely on the owner of the car. I don't have to have a garage keeper's policy, but boy, does it help me avoid a lot of potential litigation. Litigation is the one thing that everybody wants to avoid because it's not whether you win or lose, it's how long you have to litigate. Because everybody loses. There's no winner. There is no winner in court. Zero. Nothing. No winners in court. The only winners that you get are the attorneys. And so this has made me strongly rethink my policy about working on cars that have a value of over $200,000, $300,000. Once you start getting to that number, to that specific number, that $300,000 number, the insurance companies get really greedy and they will strip the assets of a business or just make it impossible for a business to operate because of the crushing litigation blow. And so it makes me think that really expensive cars like 540Ks and 300 SLs, if I'm going to work on cars like that, there has to be some acknowledgement from the owner of the car that I'm not going to carry the insurance for it, that I'm just not. And there has to be a notification sent to the insurance company of my policy before I even accept the car into the shop so that they can make sure that they understand that. One of the reasons why I think this is so extremely important is that insurance companies will write a policy that protects them before they write a policy that protects the owner of the car. And I learned this recently because when we started working with an insurance agent to set up our Hedary policy, the policy quickly became a different policy from the one that Hedary had sold us on their internet site. We saw so many distinctive changes, and all of them were there because our agent acted as an intermediary on our behalf to write a policy that was better for us, not a policy that Hedary could work around. And insurance companies only listen to two people. They listen to attorneys and they listen to shareholders. And most shareholders just want to maximize profits. Most attorneys, well, you have to pay them a lot of money. So what we're doing is we're not just protecting the customer from the car getting damaged, we're protecting ourselves from the insurance company. So this answers a big question. A lot of people asking, why don't you pursue the 300 SL market more strongly? The answer is, why? Why do it? Why? There's so many 300 SL shops out there. There's so many of them. Why would I? Why would I put myself in a situation where I ruin it for all my other 999 customers over one car? And we found that a lot of the people who own these really expensive cars, not all of them, but a lot of them, because of the type of service they want, my shop isn't even really good enough for them. I'm proud of my shop. My shop is 100% self-funded. I'm not like Rentec where I have a bunch of, outside equity coming in and making my business bigger. I'm not like a shop in Atlanta whose name I won't say that has 1,000 cars parked behind them and, request that their customers send them FedEx envelopes full of cash to keep the paper trail quiet. I'm not doing that. I'm just a responsible guy running a transparent shop. And one of the reasons why I feel it's so risky to work on, these really expensive and valuable cars is because everything that I've worked for, whether it's my building or the livelihood of my staff or the fact I can support my family, could be taken away from me just because of one stupid little scratch on, a 540K that requires taking the whole car apart and repainting it. Because you can't spray in a fender in one of those cars. You have to take the whole car apart and repaint it. And then there goes, thousands of wasted labor hours, which I'm not going to deal with. Then if you damage it, there goes your reputation. So it's better to just say, I'd rather keep my reputation and work on, cars that are worth $10,000 to $100,000 than pursue the top of the market where most of the people I notice, like when you start getting to the upper echelons of the market, these cars become so expensive that most of the people own them don't even get to drive and enjoy them because they're just an investment. And the main thing we're here for is people actually getting to enjoy their car, whether it's a car they bought or it's a relative's car. So I really, I don't think anybody with a 300 SL is watching this, but if they are, I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to spend all my money on insurance. I'd rather spend it on things I'd like to spend it on, and there's really no shortage of 123s for us to keep restoring, at least for now. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell for notifications, and if you're supporting us on Patreon, we really appreciate it. And if you have a policy with Hedary, please make sure that an insurance agent reviews it so that you know that it's there to protect you and not them. We'll see you guys in the future.